Welcome to One Grumpy Old Man and His Classics. Today we are back at the scene of the crime.
All my friends know the low rider. The low rider is a little higher.
Where the BMW e28 was stored for at least 18 years. This is my very good mate Pete. He was the owner of said BMW.
I was. Yes.
And
how it fitted in here, God only knows.
yeah, we're just waiting for the light to come on because there might be some treasure in here. Oh look, there's some treasure. Oh look, bumpers, spoiler. What else have we got?
There might be some more treasures under here, like interior, dashboard, under tray, cat box.
Cat box.
Yeah. It's I'll go and open up. I'll open up the.
No, that's all right.
Oh, you better see then,
Yeah, we'll be able to see.
because
Anyway,
that
I'm gonna have a little rummage and see what we got. Look at all them bumpers there. Look. Top one is an unpainted bumper. How rare are they? So yeah, we've got a good selection there. Two of them are already sold. They're mine. And we've just got shadow line, trim. There's in here somewhere, can't see them now, but there's some shadow line. There's a full shadow line trim kit in here. So all this will be coming up for sale at some point. If anyone's interested, or anyone that's got a BMW that's watching this, just get in contact with me. We've just found some more treasure. There's another shed, and just there at the back is some headlights. Look what we just found in one of the sheds. An original BMW e28 fire extinguisher with its bracket. I mean, the fire extinguisher is probably no good, but just for an accessory for the car. Once that's stripped down and cleaned up and painted, that'll look. Oops, what's that? Just broke something. So yeah, that's a good find, that is. What we got, you might have seen in a previous clip, I went back to the scene of the crime where I got the BMW, and I've also got some treasure. Might not look much to many, but this is an E28 accessory. So it's a fire extinguisher. This part actually bolts to the seat, and the fire extinguisher would be just under your legs. Now, I'm not sure whether this should go on the driver's seat or the passenger seat. I think it should go on the driver's seat, but somebody else said no, it goes on the passenger seat. So I need to do a bit more research on that yet. So the first thing to do is to disassemble this as carefully as possible, because as you can see, it's suffered quite a bit. It's very crusty in places. I think these screws or bolts, whatever they are, that's holding the plastic part of the bracket on that holds the extinguisher, they may be a bit troublesome. I'm not sure, but what I'd like to do is to disassemble this, because I want to get to this bracket, give it a thorough clean up and give it plenty of rust protection, and then I'm going to enamel it. I'm going to paint it with black enamel paint by hand. I mean, could get it powder coated to make it look proper nice, but is it worth that expense? So I'm going to have a go and do it by brush, but let's see how it turns out. So This is a genuine BMW one. As you can see by there, I think this has already been extinguished because that's been pushed in. Because you push that in first, then you push the second, this here, where it's got one there, where it says push it in, and then you push the second bit to release the whatever's in it to put a fire out. So I believe it's empty anyway, but that's not a problem. It's literally just a accessory and a dress-up item that I'd like in the car. So I'll probably, when I strip this all down, I'm going to try and get that number 1 button back up so it looks like it's not been used. But there's no gauge on this, so you can't tell whether it's been extinguished or not. So anyway, so I'm going to release this strap. The strap feels pretty dry, so I shall take all this off and try and soak it in something to supple it up a bit. But yeah, you can see it's quite crusty. It's been in storage in a shed in a garden for at least 20 years. So, I mean, it's not bad. It's in pretty good condition considering how it's been stored. But I'll try and work out how you actually release this, because it seems to be something's not springing back to release it from that clip. Oh, there we go. Got it. So I can just, there we go. So it all wants easing up and some oil in and stuff. But yeah, I mean, yeah, it seems to be working, but I can, right, let's take the extinguisher out. There we go. So I don't want to clean the body of the extinguisher up too much, because I think it's going to take a lot of the what it says on there off, because it's an alloy extinguisher, and of course there's a lot of corrosion on here, so it will, a lot of this will rub off. So I want to try and preserve as much of that as I can. So I'm just going to put that down there for now. I think, okay, it's 2 bolts that hold this plastic carrier onto the metal bracket. Let's juice that up, give it half a chance, because I don't want it to strip the heads off the bolts or anything. So we'll give that a bit of juice. I need to go and get a socket. Looks like, it smells lovely. The cameraman is struggling with the smell of fluids that you use for, or any oils. Anyway, so I'm gonna try and release these 2 bolts that hold the plastic carrier to the metal bracket. So let's see how this is gonna go. I'm hoping it's not going to give up too much of a fight, but God, blimey, I think I might need a bit more juice on this, if I'm honest. Let's try that. Actually, I'm going to take the extension off, because it'll stop it from trying to bend as I put a bit of pressure on it. So the shorter the angle, the better, really. There we go. Success. So even though you're not going to see the bolt, it's going to need a good clean up. And I've got the original fixings that go here and here. They're in the garage, but they need a good clean up as well. So a bit, just so I can wobble that off. Okay, we've got the first bolt out. Let's see if we have the same luck with the second bolt. It's a bit deeper, that one, because of here. It's quite open here, but it's a bit more difficult to get on in here. So no. There. So the bracket, even though it's only plastic, it's not too bad, no damage. That will go indoors and get a good scrub up in the sink. And I'm just having a look to see. I don't think you can take the strap off. Oh, maybe you might be able to. Just looking, think if you can. Looks like there could be a way. I'd like to disassemble it all as much as I can. Just need to give it a bit more slack. Just going to make sure which, that's the top side. I can just, where this strap is quite a bit stiff, this strap's going to need soaking in something to soften it up because it's completely dried out. I'm just trying, I think I need a little screwdriver just to hook that bar out. Let's see if I've got one here. This might do it. Flathead screwdriver really. Right, so flatheaded screwdriver. Let's see if I can just it's not going to be as easy as I thought it was going to be. Maybe I need to give it a bit more slack on this strap. I'll just pull that in a bit. Ah. I think I'm going to struggle with this off camera, so I'll be back in a minute. Come on. There we go, got it. You're still filming me? Oh, you knob. There we go, that's what I was trying to get out, was that. So, you've got the plastic carrier that bolts to the bracket, but the strap that actually holds the extinguisher in, this bar is slotted in between, so it was quite difficult to get out. I'm just wondering, this should just slide out now. There we go, smash in. So that'll be going indoors to soak in water, so I can clean it up, and then maybe, I don't know what I would use to soften this material up. Might just spray some silicone in it and hope that might soften it up. Anyway, so we've got the bracket. I say bracket, this is the metal bar that drops in there and goes through the strap that then goes on this plastic carrier. But the main bit I wanted to get my hands on was this, because this is quite crusty, as you can see. Not too bad, yeah. It's not gone rust. It has gone rusty, but it's not holes in it or anything. It's all surface, so it needs a thorough clean up, degreasing, some rust protection, which will be, I should be using the good old Cure Rust. So the next stage will be to clean this bracket up. Going indoors for washing, so that can go to one side, down there.
And there's one that I made earlier.
Well, I wish it was as easy as that. At least that bit's not going to want painting. Look how well that survived. Mind you, it hasn't been exposed to any elements or anything, so that has. I've got a selection of worn out brushes. So I think this will actually will clean up quite nice. I mean, obviously the surface isn't going to be perfect because it's going to have rusty indentations and that. You know, I could give it a skimmer filler, but why? You know, because you're not going to see most of it once it's bolted to the seat. So I think I'm just going to give this a good old clean up and get rid of all the scale and crustiness and whatever you want to call it. And could do this with a wire wheel actually, but I could use a grinder on this with a wire brush on to clean this up, which I think is probably going to be the best thing to do. So I think off camera I'm going to take this away, give it a good old clean up with my wire wheel, and then we'll come back and have a look at it then. I used quite an aggressive wire brush on this, and I think you can see cleaned up reasonably well. So anyway, I'm going to give it a few coats of Cure Rust and then give it some give it some enamel paint. Let's see how it looks afterwards. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope that you're maybe enjoying what I'm doing. If you would subscribe, give me a like, give me a thumbs up, you know, that would be great, you know, because it'd be interesting to get some feedback. So yeah, leave me a comment, you know, and I'd be interested to know what you think. So but anyway, if you're still watching and you're still following me, thank you, I appreciate that, and see you again. Bye.